Hello everybody, this is Surendra Sharma. Today we are going to see one of the coolest feature into the Sitecore that's called OData Services. So this features you can use it when you want to expose your item data into the JSON format, and it should be in the read-only mode. So at that time you can use it and it's super easy to use it and to configure it. So for this you have to create one OData item API at this path. So this is you can create it at this location. So go to the settings, go to the services, API key, and you can create this OData item API. So you can insert it from here. And once you inserted it, then you can specify its field. So for example, I have specified fields here as a core, as a star, allowed control as a star, and you can provide this user as well. And you can provide this database as well, that to which database you want to get the details of an item. So mostly on the production environment, it must be on the web. So once you configure it, then you can access your items. So how to access the item? So for that, this is my Sitecore domain name, and after the domain name you have to provide this OData Services API, and then within this you can pass your item ID. So for example, right now I want to access the detail of my home item, whose ID is 110, and it has the three fields: title, text, and address. So if I want it, I can pass this kind of URL, and of course you have to pass your OData Services API key. So once you pass it, then it will give you the all the properties that item have. So you can see here, my item name is home. I'm getting its path, language, its template, and when it was created, and of course its ID as well. Okay, so either you can pass this item ID, or you can pass the item path as well. So in both the cases you'll get the same details here. So these are the item property, but what about the fields value? So that also you can get it. For that you have to pass this query string that's called $expand is equal to field value. So if you pass it, you'll get your title, text, and address here. So yeah, you'll get this title, text, and address. Apart from this, if you want some more details, for example, I want the details about each field as well. So for example, my title is a field and it have its own ID, it have its value, it have its display name. So if you want that field detail as well, then you can pass this fields here at the rate $expand is equal to fields. So it will give you that information about that each field that is exist into this home item. So right now I have the three fields: title, text, and the address here. So it will give you the detail, it will give you its data type as well, along with the values, which is a good thing. Then for example, if I want here the details of my properties, the item properties along with its field values, then yeah, you can use this kind of URL. If you want to group them, so let's suppose whatever the field that I wanted. So right now in my previous example, it will show all the fields here, but I don't want all the fields, I want the selected fields. So for example, I just want this title and text, I don't want the address field here. So at that time, what you can do, you can specify your field values, and then you can choose it that I just want the value of title and text. So you can specify it in this way in your URL, so it will give you that field here. If you want your standard fields as well, so for example, these are properties, these are my custom field values that I have created, and I want the standard field values as well related with my home item. So what is the icon that I have specified there, what is the long description, short description for my item, what are the rendering details. So if you want those details as well, at that time you can use this standard field values in the $expand. So if you specify it, it will give you the field values as well as it will give you the standard field values as well as an output. Apart from that, let's suppose you want the within the home item or within the sitecore.content, we have lots of items here. So for example, under my content, I have all these items: home, Alexa, email. So whatever is available into the web database, I want its child items as well here. So for that, what you can do, you can go there and you can specify here that under these items at this path, I want their children. So uh, under Sitecore slash content, I have the children called home, I have the Alexa, I have the email. So whatever the items are there that are listed down here as a children, so it will give you those details as well, which is very useful details in our programming. Apart from that, if you want their parent, so for the home page I want its parent, so the parent of the home page is the content. So if you want that detail, so yeah, you can go there and you can specify as a slash parent. So what it will do, it will give you the details about the content, its id, and its template name, template id, and all the details that typically required for the items. Apart from that, let's suppose I don't want all the field properties here, or the I don't want all the details of the item. I just want name, template name, and id. So at that time you can specify it under as a this property dollar select, and you can specify which properties of an item you want it, so it will just give you those details here. So you can see here, this is very cool feature, very useful, very lightweight. It's very useful especially for the mobile first application. You can use this, and it's super easy to configure it. So I hope you will use it in your upcoming project. So that's it for this week. Thank you.